Did it come out even? Oh, it kind of did. I'm back. Oh god, I was gone for too long. But I promise you it was for all of the right reasons. Like, you know, I was making some moves out here, but you know, I'll get into that later in the video. So I just wanted to get back into the groove of things, and why not start with the Amrezy palette. Oh no, gonna have to watch to see this bad boy. So in this video I created this beautiful look, because she's a look, it's a look. And I do get into some things. I do get like a little teary-eyed, and it kind of like went left. Is that left? It went left and then like came back, and this was like kind of an emotional video, but then like, you know, a positive one, and like, you know, I made it through because I kind of wanted to stop filming, but I was like, no, like, you know, let's just stay positive and let's push on through. So if you want to see how I achieved this look and hear about where I've been, then continue to watch. But first, hold on. First, make sure you subscribe, hit that like and notification bell, share, tell your friends, family that I'm back, subscribe, tune in, and that's enough rambling. Like, I've been gone for a hot minute, but I'm back with the jump off. So let's just get right into this video and see how I created this look using the Amrezy palette. It's been such a long time. It really has. I think the last upload was October. I think so, yeah. And then, but so much stuff has been going on. Like, I moved out and I purchased a condo. So I moved in. So, you know, it took some time to get like adjusted in my own place, from decorating and just getting like, you know, settled in. That took up some time, and then also I had to go and get a new laptop to be able to run my Canon software so I can record, because Apple has been giving me problems with the new upgrade. I think it's like Catalina upgrade. The Canon software does not like it for some reason. So that was probably like a good month I was waiting for that upgrade to come, but it never came. And so I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna get like a little laptop so I'll be able to record and get back in the groove of things, because I really do miss it. And 2020 is my year, period. Like, ain't no stopping me in 2020. So with that being said, I am here, back in front of the camera, ready to give you guys so much content. And yeah, thank you for just sticking it out and being here, watching my video. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So you know, it's only right that my first video coming back, I'm gonna be using the Amrezy palette. Like, it's just so bomb. It's super pretty. It's like a pink glittery, let's see if it'll focus. It's like that pink glittery kind of feel to it, just super glam, Barbied all the way out. You see my nails match. So like, it's just such a gorgeous palette. I love the packaging. So yes, I'm going to be using this palette. I already used it before, just one time, and I really like it. It's very nice. Yeah, so this is how it looks on the inside. Oh, my tea, hold on, my tea. So you know, I had to get me some good old ginger tea. So where was I? I forgot where I was. Yeah, the palette, absolutely gorgeous. So it comes with some shimmer shadows and some pressed glitter shadows, along with the matte shades, so well put together. And I think that this is gonna be a bomb palette for the spring. So I already did my eyebrows off camera, and I had to use eyeshadow to do my eyebrows because my, where is it? My L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer is all the way empty, not even cranking up anymore. So I just used like grayish brown eyeshadow to just fill in my eyes, cleaned it up with the Fenty Beauty concealer in the shade 360, and then I set my eyebrows with the NYX Control Freak eyebrow gel. And this is what we got. Gotta make it work. I'm going to start with my eyes first. So I want to dip into OG. It kind of looks similar to New Yorker, but New Yorker is a bit of a more warmer tone. OG is more of like a peachy kind of nude, if that makes sense. And I'm just going to pop that into my crease as my transition shade. Yeah, this shadow is super pretty. It doesn't even look like how it looks in the palette. Like that's really nice. The pigmentation is there, it blends very well. I'm not using the Anastasia Beverly Hills brush, I'm using the It's My Ray Ray blending brush. This is number 6. This is with her BH Cosmetics collab. I really do love her brushes with that collab. So yeah, you guys, I purchased my own condo. It's what, January now, so I've been here for about almost 2 months. Yeah, and it's really nice. It's just like, you know, getting some used to living alone, because I lived with my mom before, but I'm like 5 minutes away from her, I'm 5 minutes away from my dad, and 5 minutes away from my sister. Or maybe like a little bit longer to get to my sister. But I mean, we're still like real close to each other, so it's nothing crazy. And then I'm like 4 minutes away from one of my best friends. She comes over all the time, and like, you know, it just feels good. It feels good at the end of the day. When you have your own place, you just find like the cutest little stuff to buy to like decorate it and just make it like, you know, nice and homey. So that's what I've been up to. You know, aside from work, my 9 to 5, which is like, you know, going great. Yeah, I was just like, you know, just getting in the swing of just being a homeowner, and it feels amazing. Sorry, I'm still building up OG on my lid, and there is kickback in the palette, but these are very pigmented shadows, so like that's gonna happen, you know, but you want the pigmentation, so like it's kind of like you just have to deal with the kickback. It's not that big of a deal anyway, well, not to me at least. The next shadow that I want to use is going to be 1988, which is like a very, very chocolate brown shade. And I'm just going to pop that in my crease underneath where I placed the transition shade. These shadows just blend so nicely together. So I never had the first palette that Amrezy had with Anastasia Beverly Hills, so like I definitely wanted to get my hands on this one. And like, you know, I'm sure that palette was amazing too. Like everybody was using that on their channel, even after, like years after it had came out, like everyone was still reaching for that palette. But yeah, I had to get my hands on this one. So I'm just going to dip back into OG and kind of bring that back to life, because you want, like, you know, the transitions to be visible. You don't want any type of shades to get lost. And pop that right back over my crease. Next, I want to put down a lid shade, and I think I want to use this shade right here. It's like a very pretty gold coppery shade. It's called Dragon. And I'm just going to put that on my lid. Ooh, yeah, that's gorgeous. It's really pretty. Ooh, like, you see how that looks? That's very pretty. And I'm gonna pop one of the pressed glitters on top of it to make it pop even more. It's gonna look so long. So I'm not really cutting the crease, but I am just following where, like, you know, the crease is. If I'm really getting my brush in there and kind of sculpting it out, but I don't want it to be like so clean and perfect. I've tried doing that and that's just like not the look for me. It never comes out like how these girls do it on Instagram. Yeah, that looks really pretty. So now for the pressed glitter, I'm gonna go in with Liddy. This is like, all right, this one is hard to explain. It's like a gold copper as well, but it has like pink magenta reflex in it. Like it's super, super pretty. So I wanna take my finger, press that on to my lid. Oh my God. Ooh, you really see the pink in it. Oh, that is so pretty. That is so pretty. Oh, that is gorgeous. And it's super soft. It is super soft. Soft and bouncy. It spreads beautifully. Wow, this is gorgeous. Yeah, this is gorgeous. It's all over my face though, I feel it. And I'm just going to go back in with that brush that I used to pack on the pressed shimmer and just blend any harshness. So I'm gonna go back in with 1988 and add that to the outer V just so that it blends very well together. I'm going to dip into BK. Brooklyn. I'm gonna dip into BK, which is this black, and I'm going to place that on the outer V to really deepen it up, smoke it out some. And going back in with the blending brush that I used for the first transition shade, I'm not going to dip it into the palette. I'm just going to go around the perimeter of everything, make sure that everything blends very nicely. I'm like just really obsessed with this pressed glitter. It's like gorgeous. It's really gorgeous. I love me some tea. I promise you, it just warms your soul. Okay, so next I want to use a black liner. This is Dark Room. This is from Morphe. And I'm just going to tightline my least favorite part. I swear that never gets any better. Like, never. Oh my God. It says Kobe Bryant and his daughter got killed. Oh my God. In a helicopter crash. This is crazy. Oh my God, his daughter. Oh, this is not supposed to be this kind of video. Oh man. Yeah, that just gives me chills because like I just celebrated my dad's 61st birthday. And Kobe was 41. And his daughter 13. Like that's not... Okay. Oh man, you have to pray, keep a level head, stay smart, and live your life to the fullest. Because you never know, you never know. You can't dwell on the negativity in life. Like, you have to look at all positive, all the love. You just have to be so full of love, so full of love, and just happy and blessed and grateful, because you never know like when your time is coming. I just send like my prayers and condolences to his family and his fans and friends. Like, this one is tough. Like, this one really like rocked the world. First Nipsey, that rocked the world, and this, it's just like out of the blue, like these freak accidents. Alright, so I don't want to be like in such a crazy funk. I really want to, like, you know, get this makeup look going and just like feel better. So if you guys are still watching, thank you. Like, let's, like, you know, pick it back up. Okay, so I just I just lined my waterline with the black, and what's under that? So let's just add some liner. I'm gonna just do like I don't want to say I'm gonna do a small wing, because then it always gets crazy. So I'm just going to we're just gonna wing it out, and we'll see what kind of wing we get. So we are done with adding on the wing liner. I think I'm getting a lot better with the wing liner. So this is the Revlon Color Stay Skinny liquid liner. So it has like a really thin brush, and I feel like I'm more like, I can't talk. I feel like I'm able to, like, you know, control where I want the wand to go. So the lashes that I'm going to be using, they are Lash Link. They were so nice to reach out to me and send me 2 pairs of lashes. This one is in the style Laura. The shape and style of this one, you can see like it's gonna give you more of like a cat eye effect, which, you know, like a feathered out effect, which I really do like with my eye shape. So I'm going to be using Laura. Life is just, it's just too delicate. I'm just putting glue on the lash. Like, I know we all get down in the dumps sometimes, and we all have our like little moments of depression or sadness, or you just feel alone and low and dark. But just know that like those days will pass. And if you ever do feel like that, reach out to somebody, because I don't know anyone who likes to feel depressed. You know, like, I know sometimes they want to reach out to someone, but they feel like they can't, because they don't want to be like a burden, or like, you know, like you don't want to like transfer your negative energy onto someone else. But like at the end of the day, that's just all harvesting in you, and that is just causing stress, and it's just ugly, and you don't want that spirit. You don't want that on your spirit. Like, you need to be living the best life, the happiest life, because you only have one life. You only have one life to live. Like, we all go through heartbreak, all go through sadness, but at the end of the day, you need to be happy and thankful, and look on the brighter side. Like, be grateful that you can wake up in the morning and go to work, or call out of work and have like a personal day, go shopping, or just being with loved ones, or anything that just, like, you know, that we seem to take for granted at times. Like, just be happy and focus on that happiness rather than that negative. because that negative is going to do nothing but pull you down. You know, like, you need to live and love your life. Live and love your life. So whenever you're putting on your lashes, make sure that you're looking down. And the thing with me, my lashes, they curl up. So like, it could be really hard and messy at first to put lashes on, but that's why you really want to wait until the glue is tacky so it doesn't transfer onto your lid. Because there are so many times that has happened to me and I'm just like, come on. So now I'm just gonna clean off my hands and wipe off the fallout glitter that's on my face because we are moving on to the face next. Look at this. You get all up under there. Okay, so moving on to my skin. I'm going to prep my skin using the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Matte Lock Primer. I love this stuff. If you do have dry skin, please be careful. I do have dry skin, but I do have the areas that do get oily, which is like my T-zone area and especially my nose, because my pores on my nose is the largest. So I just pat that in to just that area. Then next, I'm going to be color correcting with the Black Radiance True Complexion HD Concealer. I do believe this is in the shade Apricot. It comes in various shades. I just use Apricot. So I'm just placing that anywhere that's like, you know, discoloration underneath my eyes, around my mouth. So the other day, I went into the city and had my first laser hair removal session, and when I tell you, I'm so happy I made that purchase. So I get, like, you know, the nasty little chin hairs, and when I tell you, I am tired of it. So I just went on Groupon one day, found a nice code or coupon. So it was $70 for 6 sessions. So like the max sessions. Well, they say it's usually like 5 to 7 sessions you will need. So yeah, I bought that and I went like a couple days ago and I'm totally excited. But I was nervous at first because of course, like before I do something like that, I'm going to like read reviews, see like the pros and cons of laser hair removal. I know people have been doing it for years and they absolutely loved it. I haven't met someone personally who had a bad experience with it, but online, you know, there's like them scary testimonies. And one testimony was like, or one con was that it can, like, you know, either darken or lighten your skin, like that specific area. And I'm just like, nobody got time for that. I don't have time for that. Like, I need my skin to be A1. So when I went, I asked the doctor, she was like, yeah, that can happen, but that's when like the frequency is like set to high. But she keeps it at low, and especially since there's like a small area and on the face, she's definitely keeping it at low. She's not changing the frequency. So it honestly just feels like you feel it. Like, it's not like you don't feel anything. But if you could do waxing, you could do laser hair. I feel like waxing hurts more and it's definitely not as quick. But it feels like a little, like, you know when you have like a rubber band and like you like pluck it on your skin or whatever you want to call it. It feels like that, and then like a little hot match afterwards. It sounds bad. It sounds very bad, but like that's honestly the best description. Like, if you feel the heat, and then you also smell it as well. I am not selling this to you guys right now, but no, like, and then afterwards she showed me, and it's like the hairs, like the root of the hair just all out, like it just came out. She was like, don't pluck at it, it'll like, you know, come off on its own, but yeah, you're done. And I'm like, so for foundation, along with picking up the Amrezy palette, I also picked up the Smashbox Studio Skin 24-hour full coverage foundation, and this is my second time using it, and I really like it. It is like really good. It's really good. It feels super lightweight. It's super full coverage. I felt like this shade was a little bit too dark for me on camera, and in like Sephora, the lighting in Sephora, you know, that's so deceiving, because as soon as you step outside into natural lighting, you are like a whole Oompa Loompa. I feel like it's a good match. I'm like looking at myself in like the camera. Super, super, super lightweight. Like, it doesn't even feel like I have anything on my skin. It does not oxidize. And I've just heard so much great things about this foundation, and it's like, you know, living up to, definitely living up to the hype. Like, look at that. So for concealer, I'm going in with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer, and this is in the shade Golden. Just like crank that up a little bit. I always put it like on the side of my nose to kind of prep for my nose contour. So we're gonna let that sit for a little bit, just so like the coverage can build up, because you know when it dries down, you get more coverage. And for contour, I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in the shade Truffle. So I'm just going to use the same brush that I used to blend out my foundation to blend out the contour. I always blend the contour out first, because sometimes the contour can kind of disrupt the concealer, and like, you know, you want to be bright and shining like a diamond. And sometimes when you blend out the contour, I mean the concealer first, it kind of like dims it once you blend out your contour. So that's why I like to do this first. So now I'm going to go in with my Real Technique sponge and blend out this concealer. Then I'm going to take the flat part of the Real Technique sponge and blend everything together. Like so. Imagine if you could just like walk out like this without setting your face. Talk about crease galore. So let me change my battery before it dies out on me, and I'll be right back to set my face. So I could have sworn I pressed record, but I didn't. And I just set my face. I used the Fenty Beauty setting powder in the shade Cashew, and I just set everywhere that I applied my concealer. And then I'm baking the sides of my nose, just so like, you know, my nose contour can be on point. So now we're just going to set everywhere that I contoured, yeah, with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. This is the powder contour kit in medium to tan, and I'm just taking these two dark shades right here. Like, I swear I knew I pressed record after I changed my battery, but it happens to the best of us. So I'm just going to flick up. She's looking like something. Did it come out even? Oh kind of did. It kind of did. And for blush, this is an oldie but goodie. It's the Urban Decay Michael Basquiat, or Jean Michael Basquiat little palette. It comes with 2 blushes. This is like a contour shade and then a highlight. I love this shade right here. It's like a mauve-y purple. It's so pretty, especially on, like, you know, us brown skin girls. It looks very subtle and natural. Just gonna apply that up, brush up. Now let's get back into the palette to complete the eyes, and I want to use this shade right here. It's a very pretty magenta. This one is called Semsa, and I'm going to place that on my lower lash line. And to like blend that all out and diffuse it, I'm going to go in with New Yorker and go right up underneath it. So going back into the palette, I'm going to take this shade. This is called Wasted. And just pop that. It is time to add the inner tear duct. I want to go into Barbs. Beautiful. Ooh. I'm just going to spray my face. Kind of cover my eyes. And I use the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. To highlight my nose, I think I'm going to go in with that same shade that I use for under my eyebrow. That is called Wasted. So I'm just cleaning up my lips to prep for lipstick. So for my lip liner, I'm going in with Vibes. I need a new one. Very baby miniature. But this is like a really nice brown. It's probably one of my favorite lip liners. For lipstick now, I'm going in with the I Love Sahari and Colourpop collab. This is the Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Sueno de Coco. And I'm just going to apply that to the center. Blah, 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 blah. Ooh, that looks good. Do I want to add gloss? I don't even know if I want to add some gloss. I don't think so. Let me add just a little bit more liner. It's cute or whatever, right? It's cute or whatever. Is this the final look? This is the final look. Let me take off my headscarf. This palette is just like bomb, so bomb. Amrezy, you did that. Anastasia, your products never fail, especially palettes. The colors, the pressed glitters are so soft and like creamy. I'm having so much fun with this palette. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope that you guys made it towards the end. I'm so sorry about, like, you know, the breakdown that I kind of had. Like, that was just really touching, heartfelt, and it's just crazy. It's unbelievable. And, you know, like, rest in peace to Kobe Bryant and his daughter, his family. I give them so much strength, love, my condolences. I'm sending them to you, his family, friends, fans, like everybody that's just touched by this. Like, you know, I'm just sending you strength, love, and prayers. We just really have to live and enjoy our life. Yeah, don't let a second go by where you're just down in the dumps. We need to get up, we need to live, be happy, be loving, just spread positivity in the world, because you never know. You never know. Your day may be around the corner or not, or it could just be like a loved one. It's this thing called life. It's 2020. We have to get a hold on our life and our happiness, because you never know when your time is coming. So you have to live your life to the fullest in the most positive, healthy way possible, because you just never know. But once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in and making it towards the end. I'll be trying to get back on track with uploading every, I think it was Tuesdays and Fridays I was uploading. I'm going to try to get back into the groove of that. Please bear with me, but I am back. I'm in full force. 2020 is our year. We have to make it our year, our decade. It's for us. Claim it. Own it, claim it, manifest it, speak it into the universe. It's ours. It's ours. Love you guys so much. Please stay and watch some other videos of mine, and I will see you in my next upload. Love you guys.